Hello, welcome to the Collector RC. Okay, so we're going to continue with the 24. This is kind of just a short because this won't take very long. But we did some measuring, the weights. We found that let's go to the rear here. The rear brass is like 6 point something, and the Treal counterweights for the rear are actually 10.11 grams. So we got just shy of a 4 gram. Well, I think it's like about a 4 gram increase total is what we figured out. So we're going to remove the brass off of these. We have to reinsert the little plastic hex piece that goes over the pin. And then we're going to go ahead and put the Treal counterweights on. When I go to once I put on the second one, or the first one, I'll speed up for the second one there. And I did have someone in the comments, one of the videos, asking how do I get the extension in my rear wheels. Well, if you can find them, you can get an extension that replaces the innards in your axle, and the rod goes from all the way to your diff or your differential, and that's what makes it the corkscrew gear in there, and that's what connects those. You'd have to buy those to get the true extension. Otherwise, you can do the free home grade I guess version, and that's gone over before, installing the just a piece of soft wire that's in there, and it gives you about a +1, +2. So last time I think I measured a little. It's like right in between a +1, +2, so like 1.5. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this piece back in there. Do whatever way makes it easier for you. I'm gonna use my fingers. All right, so that's back in there. Then I'm gonna remove the brass. And then you're just going to take your Treal here, and of course you want to try to get that to face up if you can. It doesn't really matter, it's up to you. This should just slide right over, just like that. I gotta admit, I really like the Treal brand, and if you're wondering the differences between the Treal and the Hot Racing, they're not that far apart as far as quality. The only difference is that Treal has a little bit more bling. They do charge a little bit more, I think, but I don't know. I like paying a little bit more for that little bit of the clean cuts. So I don't know. It's up to you. All right. So with the Treal counterweights came some screws, because you got to put 2 screws in. I'll probably just use this one to show you. Maybe. There. Put those on there. Huh. There you go, bigger. That was a 1.3. All right, so we'll go ahead and just screw these on here. You want to make sure that your counterweight is all the way pushed, flat on. So you make sure you get your wheel back on there. And you probably could, I might have to. Let's see here. Let's test this out. That's all pretty good. We'll see how they sit in there for a while. I'll end up checking on, keep an eye on them, because we could use the thread locker blue. Make sure they stay on. All right, and then your wheel. Make sure you don't lose your pin. Hope you guys can see me doing that real quick. You probably have taken your tires off a few times, probably figured this out. Okay. So that's what it'll look like on there. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the other one on there and we'll speed that up. So right now, let's see if I can find a center spot here. Well, we're gonna say centered right there, and it's still, you can see that, still leaning towards the front a little bit. So, okay, so I went ahead and removed the, these are RC Lions, the brass wheel weights in the back. We still have them in the front. That was like a 6.3 something grams. So we added the 10.11 gram Treal rear counterweights. So let's see here. Looks like we're even there. Even if I try to wobble it, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I'm hitting there. So yeah, that's pretty good. So a little bit more even stance. It's still going to end up being total front heavy ultimately as it climbs. We still have more parts we have to put on as well, and so like we have, let me show you real quick. So we got the gear gear cover, gearbox cover, basically for the transmission area. All right, guys, thank you for watching.